Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa salatu wa salam ala Rasul al-Kareem. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Takaful online course. And today is a continuation of the discussions of the various terms used in Takaful. And we have covered a few terms and we carry on the remaining. And with the item number 21. It's about net contributions. Net contributions is the term which sometimes comes in the reports and studies and research and some statistics, and also comes in the report to the Sharia board or to the managements to understand how is the size of the contributions. But here we are talking about the net contributions. Net contributions is basically the gross contributions less the Re-Takaful contributions. So basically the net is you have to minus the Re-Takaful contributions and payments as well, and we will talk about the Re-Takaful because sometimes Takaful operators is not able to cover the entire risk, or the risk is out of the scope of the Takaful operator. So basically they will share that part of risk with the Re-Takaful operators, and as a result of that there is a count of contributions as well will go to the Re-Takaful. So Re-Takaful is another industry. We'll talk about it later on within the terms. The item number 22 is basically the net investment. Net investment also is an item which comes in the report statistics, report investments to the Sharia board, to the board of directors, and to some survey and statistics study published by some various organizations. And net investment is basically the income return on the investments minus some rates, some taxes, then you will get the net of it. And item number 23 is basically a participant account, or known as well the PE. It is a kind of account of the participant whereby it's represent the account of saving and investment, whereby the following item, which is 24, participant special account, or we call it PSA, is also known as the risk fund, or we call it also the tabarruk fund. So the first one, participant account, is more for saving and investment, especially when you have, for example, products in the family. So they will split the contributions of the participants. So part of it will go to the risk fund or to the tabarruk fund, which is the SPE, and some it will go to the saving or to the investments, depends on the type of the policy provided and the kind of the features factor in the risk provided or the policy that has been marketed. So you have two major accounts. These are very important accounts because it's represent one of the pillars and the foundations in the structure of the funds in the Takaful, because one is for the, again, investment and saving, and the other one is for the tabarruk fund, which is normally go for a kind of compensation in case there is claim. The following item, which is item 25, is basically the qard. Qard Hasan is a free of charge loan, meaning it is a loan without any interest. Qard Hasan is one of the means to help and assist others. So basically the person may provide a kind of Qard Hasan, specific amount, and when the maturity of the loan is due, so basically the person will get the exact amount, meaning the borrower, the lenders, the borrower, it's a relationship between the borrower and lender, whereby the borrower will return the same principal, the same amount to the lender without any additions to the principals. So if there is addition, so we talk about interest over this loan, which is not allowed. And of course, from a Sharia standpoint, if there is an addition to the amount given and that additions represent benefit which has been imposed by the lender. It could be in a form of cash or benefit. That one, of course, is not allowed. That one is prohibited because it is a form of riba. But in case that kind of benefit, that kind of return is provided by the borrower without any preconditions, through a free will, that one is allowed, and there is no prohibitions on that actions from the borrower. So Qard Hasan is a free of charge loan, which is serve the purpose of help and assistance. And from a Sharia standpoint, it cannot be used as a means to generate income and profit. And as you know, the conventional banking is based on a loan. It's based on loan, but charging interest. So it is an interest bearing instruments used to generate income for the conventional banks, which is not allowed in Sharia. That's why the Islamic banking are not using a loan as a means of making money and generating income, but to use just to support some of the products and complement the perfections of some products, and sometimes use as a facility to help and assist the customers, but you cannot generate income over that. The following items, which is the item 26, is basically qimar or gambling. It's a kind of gaming, it's a kind of beating, it's a kind of basically competitions, is a kind of winning by chance, whereby one will lose money, the other one will win money, and it is one of the prohibitions of Sharia. In addition to the interest, we have the gambling, we have the gharar, we have the uncertainty, and other prohibitions. So qimar or gambling is one, or maisir is one of the very clear prohibited item that has been spelled out clearly and mentioned as a prohibitions, an act of haram by the Quran al-Karim, and should be avoided. One will gain, the other one will lose, and the winning is by chance. There is a kind of uncertainty, there is kind of ambiguity, there is a kind of injustice in this kind of transactions. That's why it is listed as one of the non-Sharia compliance investment asset, meaning that if you have a gambling house, so it's not allowed in Sharia to provide financing to that. It's not allowed in Sharia to use it as one of the investments, one of the investment classes for investment. The other one is basically rahan. The item 27 is rahan, or we call it the collateral, and basically it is a kind of placements of valuable item or asset in favor to the creditor to secure the loan provided to the borrower, or as a security for any kind of debt. So it is a form of security. It is a form to secure the interest of the creditor. And in case the borrower or the debtors default in its payments, or being an installments or one-off payments, so basically the creditor has the right to take a course of actions against this rahan and liquidate that rahan and claim its outstanding amount from it. Of course, if there is any balance, it should be given back to the debtor or to the borrower. So collateral or rahan, sometimes in the home financing also we call it mortgage, is a kind of security in favor to secure the interests of the creditor, whereby the debtors or the borrower is obliged to consistently pay the outstanding amount, or pay the installments due on time, and avoid any kind of potential default, because it triggers the liquidations of this rahan. This is some of the important terms used in Takaful. We stop here and we carry on the remaining items in the coming session. With that, thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.